when you join, you're a beefcake. You work in the gym, you work in the members benefits, and then all of a sudden you turn into a cheesecake.
Is he talking about me, Todd?
No, I'm not.
Welcome to Real Estate Exposed.
Versus what $500,000 is going to get you here in Charlotte County.
All things real estate in the Charlotte and Sarasota County markets.
Yes, sir. At that point, I'll have to actually put pants on and not shorts.
We got Matt Patterson and Scott Newcom on the other end of this connection.
It's so crucial to have, the correct marketing so your home stands out.
We have Matthew Patterson and a guest today. Good morning, Matt.
Hey, good morning, Todd. Thank you so much. Yeah, we do have a guest today. I am super excited to have Bob White with us.
Yes.
And he has got the in on Charlotte County for sure.
Mm-hmm.
As I mentioned, Scott's not with us today. If he's listening, I'll give him a shout out. He says he's sick. I haven't seen him since Friday. I'm guessing he's boating somewhere, but I don't know.
Well, let's hope if he is not fibbing that he gets better quickly.
Yeah, no, he's getting better every day, so it'd be good to have him back. So,
absolutely.
So welcome, Bob.
Great to be here, Matt. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. Todd, you want to talk about some numbers first?
Yeah, I was going to say, before we get into anything else, we always like to check the pulse on the current market with the market trends and stats. So what do you have for us?
Well, it's going to sound a bit of the same, except we have hit some records here, which are pretty insane. So last week, our 7-day report, 138 new listings hit the market.
Okay.
215 went off the market, as in under contract. So, again, going backwards on inventory. So buy side getting even tougher. As far as selling a home, I beg you to call. I need your home.
Okay.
Let's talk monthly numbers. All of Charlotte County, again, I do it in price category, but to get to it quick, every price point is under 1 month of inventory. Oh. So, yeah, what that means if another home was not listed, we would be out in under a month. Some of these 2 weeks even. So we are seeing record offers. Of course, a lot of appraisal situations, but we do have solutions to help with that. Mm-hmm. But it is definitely staying a seller's market, and I don't see that changing anytime in the foreseeable future.
Okay. Like you said, pretty much the same old story, kind of like the summer forecast that we're about to get into in Southwest Florida, where every day is exactly the same thing. But
yeah, it's funny you said, I said yesterday, I said, man, it's gorgeous. Mm-hmm. I mean, but it is hot. And the bad thing is, as we all know, by living here, I think we're into summer for some time now.
Oh, yeah. This is this is one of the earliest starts I think I've ever seen, hitting 95 for the official high in Punta Gorda yesterday. So get used to the same old forecast and get used to the same real estate forecast. Presumably this juggernaut that we are on is going to continue for a while.
Yeah, everything we're seeing is indicating that way. Interest rates, money's cheap. And now, good news is we're going to do top picks in the last segment like we always do. Mm-hmm. I have a stack of them today because my team has been working their butt off the last week, and as always, and we've got several that we're going to be introducing to the market in all different sizes. I've got a 36-acre property. I've got entry-level homes, so we'll get to them. I'm excited to announce them because I know they're in need. So
that's always a fun part of the program because, you can dream about moving into something bigger, better, or you can actually think about moving into something smaller, often condos. And like Matt says, these are listings that haven't hit any other source yet. So you're getting a first come, first serve perspective on that.
That's right.
All right, Matt. Well, I'll tell you what. I know that Bob has got just tons of information to share with us today. So why don't we go ahead and get right to your guest?
I've got tons of questions for him, so let's get it going.
Yeah.
All right. What do you got for me?
Well, I was going to start. First of all, thanks for having me.
My pleasure.
It's a pleasure to be here, and it's always a pleasure to speak about the Charlotte County Chamber of Commerce.
You're pretty passionate about it.
I am.
Yeah.
I am. I feel good about it. As we celebrate our 96th year in Charlotte County, which was, we were established in 1925.
Wow.
There's something to say about longevity. And when I talk about the Charlotte County Chamber of Commerce and, and its members and the benefits for its members, it's really an investment. It's an investment into your business to grow your business based upon the benefits that we provide.
Which has a lot of benefits.
There is a lot of benefits,
Yeah.
and we'll get into that. But,
Yeah.
I try to correlate it to a gym membership.
Okay.
Right? Everybody gets excited.
I don't
They
use
join
my
a
gym
gym.
membership, Bob.
And you're a perfect candidate for me then. When people join, they're excited because they see the value. But again, when anybody invests, they want a return on that investment. So it's very important that they understand that through the entire, tenure of their membership.
I think it's fair to say, though, and I'm guilty of this when I first joined, is you have to be involved, though.
You do.
Anything.
You do.
To really
right.
get the benefit, you have to stay involved.
Because when you invest, you want a return on that investment.
That's right.
But when it comes to chamber membership, it does take some involvement, takes some engagement, takes some effort to get a return on that investment.
Okay.
And we're not talking about a huge investment either.
Right.
It's a minimal investment, but there are times where people will join. I don't see them for a year. And they'll say, well, I'm not going to renew because you guys didn't do a thing for me.
Right.
So it's that type of thing.
Got it.
I call it from, when you join, you're a beefcake. You work in the gym, you work in the members benefits, and then all of a sudden you turn into a cheesecake.
Is he talking about me, Tom?
No, I'm not. I didn't say your name.
I was wondering.
So it's important for us just to keep our members engaged.
Okay.
And then, then we can go into the benefits and, things of that nature. So.
Love it. Okay.
So.
You want to talk about any of those benefits?
Let me talk about a few of the benefits. As when a new member joins, we have a quarterly new member orientation. So really we sit down with all our new members on a quarterly basis, and we ensure that they really understand what those benefits are, what it entails, things of that nature. Of course, we have our beautiful community guide and business directory. Once a member is joined, they are part of that community guide and business directory in print as well as online. So they're very easily accessible if someone needs your product or your service.
Good.
Okay. Of course, if you have any marketing materials, business cards, we happily display them in our office. So we have hundreds of people that come through our doors, hundreds upon hundreds of people come through our doors on an annual basis, and they're looking for everything but the kitchen and the kitchen sink.
Do any of them need to buy a house, Bob?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
We do. Even though these community guides are also part of welcome packets that many realtors come through our doors, put the books in their packet. So it has all the important phone numbers, all the resources, all about Charlotte County. It's very, very important. Of course, we have a new member, whether it's a new member or an existing member, we're more than happy to have a ribbon cutting for your business. Ribbon cuttings, they might seem kind of fun and easygoing, but it's a great way to showcase your business and get people, members, to come to your business, especially if they don't already know you or know about your business. It's a great way to make that connection and just share some information back and forth. And it's a great way to make that first impression.
I think it's great.
When members come to support other chamber members, because that's really what we're all about. Chamber members doing business with other chamber members based upon whatever product or service they need.
Helping people.
That's what it's all about. It's not a magic wand.
Yeah.
So then in addition to that, we also have our networking events.
Okay.
We have 3 networking events that we have each and every month. We have our third Wednesday coffee, which is always it's a good event because it's more of a program. It's more informative. You hear from a coffee sponsor, a nonprofit, and usually a speaker within the community that can tell you everything that's going on. Like for example, for this coming in a couple of weeks, we're going to have Sheriff Trammell be the special speaker. So he's going to share some great information, and that is a great event to come to. And buy a coffee. Coffee's free.
I like coffee.
On me.
Todd, do you like coffee?
Too much.
A muffin.
I'm about ready to vibrate off of the console here.
Yeah, I know it. Hey, we're bumping up the clock here. We need to.
Yes, we are.
Come
I
back.
was just about to interject and say the same thing, which is we need to take our first time out. I know there's so much more that Bob can inform us on, and we'll get right back to that conversation. So everybody just sit tight. We'll be right back with more Real Estate Exposed on News Radio WCCF. Good morning and welcome back to Real Estate Exposed on News Radio WCCF, brought to you by the Patterson Group at Keller Williams. And if you have any questions about anything you hear on today's program, whether it has to do with the chamber, whether it has to do with real estate, just any question at all, you can always call this number, 941-621-8600, 621-8600. You'll find a wealth of real estate information also at realestateexposed.com. All one word, just like it sounds, realestateexposed.com. Let's go back to Matthew Patterson and his guest of the day. Gentlemen?
Yeah, thank you, Todd. Back here with Bob White from the Chamber. Really excited to have him here today. Let's go through a few more benefits, Bob, and then I want the listeners to, we're going to get into some stuff going on in the county. I know I get asked all the time about Sunseeker, about the stadium, just a lot of different things, and Bob's going to touch on that. So, but let's talk a little more about the Chamber first.
Okay, sure. Just a couple more benefits that wrap that up is. So we talked about our third Wednesday coffee. We always have our, on the second Wednesday of the month, we always have our networking at noon. It's always well attended. It's about 50 people. We keep it an hour, so we want to be respectful of everybody's time. But that's just a great networking opportunity to, again, get to know other chamber members and learn more about them and vice versa. So that's just a great event.
And that's back on, with COVID and everything?
That's back on.
Everything's safe, everything's set up? Okay.
The event we just resumed starting in April was our business card exchange. Okay. So those are after hours from 5 to 7. It's always hosted at one of our members' locations. We have anywhere between 50 and 70 people that show up. It's great. It's from 5 to 6. It's just straight networking, getting to know everybody. And then from 6 to 7, we introduce the host. They talk all about their business, as well as we do a gift exchange. So it's a great way to, if you bring a gift, you pick the winner, you give it to the person who gets the gift, nice. And they get to, make that connection and move on from there. So those are our networking events every single month. They're great opportunities, and I think they need to be better understood what the reason that we have these events for. Yeah, they're fun, they're social, but it's all about growing your business and meeting other chamber members.
I'm just as guilty, Bob. Again, I joined years ago, and I was one that, of course, you're busy, you're working.
Sure.
You mean well.
Absolutely.
But I didn't take advantage of all of those meetings, and boy, I could have fast tracked things.
Well, it's not
just being connected with others
Absolutely.
that are helping each other.
Absolutely. And it's not easy. You got your business to run. You got your life.
Family.
You got family. You have other organization and groups that you're associated with. That's why we try to do so many things that we can do for our members, because you can't be everywhere all the time. So good point, but they're still out there. So and other than that, we have monthly lunch and learns, which are very informative. What's some
of the topics? What do you guys go over?
We are going to have about digital marketing.
Very important.
Health and wellness.
Speaking of digital, so I was in New York a few weeks ago, and you mentioned business cards, and I know I'm getting old now when they said nobody was using them. Everything's digital now, especially because of COVID. So I'm like, boy, things are changing quick. But it's huge.
It is huge. It's as you know, it's the way to go.
Yeah.
It's very, very important in one's marketing and promoting of their business.
Okay.
We have a lunch and learn today. Actually, it's on how to properly network, because you go to networking events and you realize people aren't networking properly.
That's right.
It's not sitting in a corner talking to your buddy for an hour. So there's ways to be able to.
I see that happen all the time, and you already know them.
Right. Well, again.
But again, we do what's comfortable, so we hang out with the ones we know, and instead of so many people to meet. I love that.
I call it being comfortable with being uncomfortable. And that's a tough thing to do, but it will definitely benefit you.
Yeah.
So that's what's going on as far as a lot of our benefits, and things are readily available. And when you can't be somewhere, we have our Business Online, which is our online newsletter that goes out every week to 3,000 subscribers. And you, as a member, you can give me a 90-word description with an embedded link to your website, a video, a Facebook page, wherever you want to drive people to on every single week.
Okay.
So that's a whole top of mind awareness.
All right.
You can still be sitting on your couch in your pajamas, and we can be putting the message out about your business and promoting it. So,
okay,
to know that.
So great information about the chamber. Love it. Now let's turn it a little bit as far as I'm moving to town.
Okay.
Come in town. I'm staying 3 days, 5 days, 7 days. I'm looking around. What can the chamber do for me just as a consumer, somebody moving to town?
Absolutely. And we get that all the time.
Yep.
People come into our doors, like I said, hundreds of people
What are they usually looking for?
They are looking for
Information, obviously.
information. They take everyone who leaves that office gets a community guide.
Yeah.
It is a beautiful 8.5, 11, full gloss, full color magazine, all about Charlotte County. Important numbers. Everything you need to know about Charlotte County is in that book, in addition to our 1,000
School
plus
information.
School information,
Okay.
utilities, government, you name it, it's in there. Parks, recreation, golfing, boating. It's got everything in there.
Now, do you guys vet, if you will, everyone that does participate, that is, a member, as far as, can these people have security know that you're giving out great information to
Absolutely.
people? That's where
Absolutely,
I was going.
100%.
Trying to spit that out.
Yes, absolutely, we do.
Okay.
So we give out that information, and again, we have all the members' marketing information along a wall in our office, and they just go down that wall of fame, and they.
Perfect.
And again, we ask them how we can help them, of course. So if they're looking for a plumber, electrician, a realtor, whatever it may be, we get them on track. We give them all the information we need. They still ask for street maps.
Yeah, we get that sometimes.
We have phone books still in the office, which we don't really give away anymore unless you need a big
Wait a minute. I don't want to interrupt because I'm kind of on the edge of my seat with every piece of new information. Did I hear correctly? People asking for street maps?
Yes.
Good old-fashioned fold them, unfold them, and never get them folded back right kind of street maps.
I don't want to knock you off your seat, but we sell about 500 of them a year.
Wow. I am truly impressed, and I love it old school, so that's perfect.
They're wanting them, and we sell them, and we have them.
I love it.
So, yeah.
Neat.
All right, so I know, again, I know we just have a few minutes in this segment, but I want to get into this because I know I am dying to know. Now, obviously, I've lived here 16 years. Others have lived here a very long time. What do you have for us? What about all of the craziness going on, the new stuff going on, and I say crazy in a good way. Let's talk Sunseeker.
Sure.
What is going on? I drive by it every day, multiple times. I have to know.
Well, I'll tell you, I probably know what everybody else knows. Obviously, I was there at one point in time.
Sure.
Managing the preview center there. It was exciting. I remember I was with Jason filming the very first piling that went into the ground way before that very first one. It seemed like it was yesterday.
Yep.
As we all know, they are looking for investors.
Okay, so that's where we're still at.
Yes, yes, they definitely want to still stay in the scene based on their all their background and expertise in resort.
Yeah.
So that is still, and I don't know for facts. I don't have any inside information. This is just my opinion and kind of what I hear on the street is that I would like to see it, or I think it was going to get started sooner versus later. And that's all really I know. But
seeing the crane stay there has been a good, feel for me. So I hope so. I'm excited to see it done. I know there's positive. A lot of mixed emotions on it.
Sure.
Whether people that didn't want it at all or can't wait for it. I'm just saying in the stages, I would like to see it keep going.
Absolutely. So it was a complete mixed bag as far as likes and dislikes and everything in between. So I hope to see it through to fruition.
What about other development? I mean, our county's exploding.
It really is. I mean, obviously, you know better than anybody, real estate is off the charts. We have people coming in our doors who are looking to buy homes.
Yep.
People who have just bought homes. People want to know where to put their boat. We get it all. We get everything. We get everything. Businesses are growing. Obviously, we have construction going on in Westport.
Yep.
Right. There's developments through in Inglewood, all over this community. There's new developments, and we just want to be there to be able to support those developments, have a finger on the pulse. We have a monthly rounds with the county commissioners to really know what's going on, what issues are there, how we need to, what stance we need to take. Because we do represent 1,000 plus members, and we want to make sure that we are always putting the best light forward when it comes to our members.
Sure.
What's going on within the community.
Any chance I could get a Bass Pro here, maybe?
You know what? Let me make a quick phone call for you and see what we can do.
All right, Todd, are we going into the next break here before I start asking more?
Yeah, I was going to say, we're getting pretty close, and I think that'd be a good breaking point while that previous question is considered. Let's take...
Only one wanting it, so.
Let's take, not at all. Let's take a little time out and come right back with more great conversation. Matthew Patterson and guest on Real Estate Exposed, the radio show on News Radio WCCF. Let's rejoin Matt and Bob. And Matt, I got a text message during the break there from somebody obviously listening that says, tell him no Bass Pro Cabela's.
Oh, wasn't thinking properly. You are correct.
Hey, whichever. I'll take whichever shows up first.
Oh, I'd really have to get a second job. All right. So we're back here with Bob. I still have a ton of questions. And I know listeners do too. So one, I want to ask, how do you think, and I know this is a loaded question, how do you think COVID affected things here?
Yeah, it's definitely a loaded question, and it's really a mixed bag.
Okay.
I mean, I have talked to businesses. It's really, well, obviously we know businesses have shut down.
Well, yeah,
restaurants.
It's terrible, absolutely terrible.
And we've had people who are, surviving and making it, and we have people who are thriving,
right.
Just because of everything that's taken effect. It's kept people home more often, so it's changed their entire pattern of the way they live.
That's right.
Whether it's again health, shopping, eating, everything.
Yeah.
Working out, everything. It's changed their way, and it seems to be continuing, even though we're open and things are kind of coming around that corner.
Yeah.
We still people very cautious. No one's going, crazy. We're wide open. We're it's the party. It's not there, but
sure.
We are definitely seeing the lifeline improving, and we see it that every day based upon the members that we speak with. Again, events that we go to and talking to everybody, people even coming through the doors that are non-members, just regular residents or visitors, and they're telling us the same thing as what they're witnessing here in Charlotte County.
Okay. So
very positive.
Yeah, I agree completely. My other question is, where are we going? I mean, we see a lot of home development. Obviously, Scott and I go through it every week. Low inventory, no inventory. We need homes. A lot of them are coming out of the ground. What else do you see coming?
Well, we know what the construction opportunities are, right?
That's right.
Westport, things of that's going to be built up, and in 5 years we won't recognize
the
Charlotte
north
County,
end. That's right.
North end and west end kind of Charlotte County. That's going to be like the downtown area, almost like downtown Port Charlotte per se. That's just my opinion. I'm just saying that.
No, I echo that for whatever it's worth.
Well, we want to know, Todd. Tell us more.
Glad you asked. I mean, already there's a whole different feeling and vibe to that, to the north and west sections of the area.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, no, and I love it. I am excited about that. What do you know about the water park? I know that's been in conversation for years, and I
don't probably know any more than you do. To be honest with you, on that.
Don't buy a new Speedo yet.
Well,
I hope not. Oh, please no.
Well, I know for sure I'm going to be in line with you. I'm sure I get that.
Well, I've got a 21-month-old little girl, and in all seriousness, she would love it. It'd be fun.
Right.
So I'm just curious.
That would be a great addition to Charlotte County.
Yeah.
So we're definitely looking forward to that if that does happen.
Okay. I'm trying to think what other development. We've went over housing business-wise.
Well, that's the whole thing. As things progress and grow within Charlotte County, regardless at what pace, we still have, and we're always more focused in the area that we live in, of course, and play and work in. But the strength of our chamber is based upon the strength and the success of our members, right? We want to give them opportunities. We want them to be able to grow their business. And as Charlotte County continues to grow, we want our business to grow with that change. And it's very, very important that we have that mindset, that we just don't sit there with our, head in the sand like an ostrich and just think, oh, it's going to grow and everything will be okay. We have to work to make sure that all our members are engaged, informed, and we're there to help them every step of the way, whatever they may need. That's what's most important to us. And to keep our finger on the pulse of what's going on within the county, within the city of Punta Gorda, all within Charlotte County and beyond, because I think we're a very important staple in this community. And I think it's very important that we continue to keep those communication lines open, transparent, and help all our members that we possibly can.
Yeah, I agree. I love that. I moved to Charlotte County in 2005, and I love it here. I'm from Indiana, everyone knows, and I love the quaintness, the safety, just the feel. How do we protect that with all the development, everything happening?
That's a good question. And I think if you ask 10 people, you get 10 different answers. I think between the governmental agencies that we have, our sheriff's department,
Sure.
our police department, Chief Davis, Sheriff Permel, they do a phenomenal job.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, I don't mean just safety. I mean just the quaintness too.
But,
how do we keep that?
you know, I don't know if you can.
Okay.
You know, because whereas we're growing and expanding, you know, through the expanded developments that we're having and new businesses coming to town, Wine World's coming to town. So Wine World is coming to town.
Okay.
So you're gonna get new businesses come.
Are you a wine fan, Bob?
My wife is.
Okay.
My wife is.
So she's excited.
Let me just clue everybody in that they have more than wine. Okay.
Yes.
Just saying.
I'm sure they'll have a nice humidor too as well.
Yes.
All right. So with that, okay.
So with the growth, it's going to create a little change.
Yep.
You know, we're not, you know, our grandfather's little town anymore. It's going to change, but I think if we just, I don't have the answer, to be honest with you. I'm not even trying to.
Well, I'm going to stay in my bubble because I like it. I like that part.
I love it here too. And my wife and I call it our little bubble.
That's right.
You know, we're both born and raised in Southern California, and there's nothing like Charlotte County.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
I
We
agree.
love living here.
All right. So with that growth in the area, I've got to ask: are you seeing larger companies and corporations looking to come here?
Well, sure. I mean, if anybody's got their finger on the pulse and watching the whole aviation world by the airport coming on, we got so many people are out there working to bring in those aviation type businesses and to go into that airport park. Absolutely, full court press.
Yeah,
full court press is going on as far as that goes.
They're going to need homes, Bob.
They are going to need homes. You know, and again, that's a whole other issue.
That's right.
As far as affordable homes, so we don't have to go there today. That's a whole other conversation. But yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
No question about it.
I love it. All right, Todd. Well,
I was just going to jump in here real quick and say, you know, we talk about the quaintness factor. Yeah. And, you know, I think so much of Punta Gorda in particular has done a really excellent job in staying that course and making sure that whatever new growth fits in with the lifestyle, fits in with the should I say, ambiance of the community, and just wanted to compliment them.
That's a great point, and does need to be said because I know in the 15 years I've been here, it does still feel a lot the same, and I love that.
Right, and I was here pre-Charlie, of course, and the thing is, prior to Charlie did us, and I'm probably the only one that would say this. Maybe others might echo it, but Charlie did downtown Punta Gorda an enormous favor, and there's just no other way to put it. Obviously, devastation, but what was there prior was in no way attractive, was in no way in keeping with the vibe the city now has. Had it not been for that impetus, I'm not sure the city would be where it is today. Yeah,
I have heard others say that, and I've looked back at old videos and to see downtown and Punta Gorda from before, but I came right after, so I only went one way, but it's a lovely place to live.
It is. So the vibe, and I think that is something that can continue. Everybody's just got to, kind of stay the course.
That's right.
If you're ready, I'm sorry, we're going to take a quick timeout. Are we up at that point?
Yeah, let's do that. And then, you know what? For all those people that do need those homes, we've got some great picks to talk about.
Okay. I didn't know if perhaps Bob needed a quick water break or a quick timeout because you guys have been given a lot of great information so far. And certainly there's room on the other side, too, if we want to continue that conversation. So stand by. And we will be right back. It's sometimes so difficult communicating remotely during these particular broadcasts with some of our guests way off of the distance, some of us back in the studios, and hopefully that's something which I'm going to hint at here, and I'll explain on the other side of the break, that may be changing soon. So we'll be right back with more Real Estate Exposed on News Radio WCCF. Welcome back to Real Estate Exposed on News Radio WCCF. We've got Matthew Patterson and guest on the other end of the broadcast. As I mentioned before the break, too, sometimes it's a little difficult communicating when we're not visually connected to each other. That may be something that's changing in the future, and I'll I'll tell Matt right now that we are working behind the scenes. No timetable, so don't hold me to this, but we are working behind the scenes to bring guests back into the building, which is something we have to go through the corporate structure to get accomplished. But we are working on that, something to look forward to.
Hot diggity dog.
I'll tell you.
I'm ready.
All right.
So next week, you say?
Soonish, soon, maybe more ish than soon. But okay. you gotta fill out so many. We have a survey we had to even fill out on this, and then it's paperwork and spreadsheets and who knows what all. But we're getting there.
Good. Love it. Can't wait.
Yeah.
All right. So we've been talking about these houses. We ready to put them out there?
Absolutely. This is my favorite part.
Great ones this week.
Okay.
So this one is Port Charlotte. If you are a boater, super fast out, sailboat water on Peckham Street. One of my favorite this week that we're going to be introducing to the market. It is just a gorgeous home, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage. Like I said, sailboat water, super fast out. It's dock and lift in 2013. This home is going on the market at $649,900.
Okay.
So no, it's not going to last long. It is 1,874 square feet under air and built in 2007. Gorgeous tile roof. I'm just really excited about it.
Yeah, sounds like you should be.
Yes. Okay, so next I'm gonna move kind of fast because I've got quite a few of them, and I know a lot of people want to hear about these. So now we're gonna go just outside of Punta Gorda, 32401 Tonawa Drive. This is if you're looking for a farm, you're looking for acreage. Right now there's cattle on it, so it's cross fenced. It is 36 acres. The main house is 4,500 square feet and is going on the market at $1.3 million. It does have, if you have in-laws that you love, it has a guest house, or you could rent it, and as well as
What's
another.
What's the laughter? What's that about?
It's just funny,
In-laws that you love. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, so 4,588 square feet total, 1.3 million. That is going to be a great property. Now we're going to go to Deep Creek. 25379 Paladin Lane. This is a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath, 2-car garage. Granite counters, vaulted ceilings, family room. I love the price point on this because we obviously we were talking about this last week. We need all the homes we can get in the 200s, and this home is going on the market at 275.
And let me also comment, Deep Creek, as somebody who has resided in Deep Creek several times over the last 30 years of his life, is just such an awesome community.
It's great. I've lived there since 2008. Love walking in the evening. It's just a great community. Deed restricted. Everybody keeps up on everything. Lawns are cut. It's been a nice place to live.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Let me also point out that if you have any questions about any of these listings, and oftentimes what you're hearing are listings before they're listings, in a sense that they have not been posted on a website, they haven't been published in any kind of publication. You're hearing about them first. It's a first come, first get kind of a situation these days. Please call for more information at 941-621-8600 or go to realestateexposed.com, although most of these won't be posted on that particular website quite yet. They will be soon. You can always call and get more info at 941-621-8600. And also, if this seems like a valuable resource to get your home sold, you're thinking, gee, I wish I could advertise my home on the radio. It does work wonders. You can call that same phone number and find out how. Sorry, Matt. Just wanted to make sure I get that in.
Absolutely. Would love to talk to you. Love to get the information of these homes to you and the others that we have upcoming. I will say we are updating that website daily as we are getting these properties ready, and they are ready to hit the market. So you can always give us a call though, and we can get them to you even earlier. So
absolutely.
Okay, so now we are going to go to Northport. I'm all over the place today, Todd. I've got houses everywhere.
Yes, indeed.
This is a fantastic family home. If you need the extra bedrooms, this is a 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath, 2-car garage. It is on Inverness Street, 3587 Inverness. This home was built in 2005, so another newer home coming on the market at 2130 under air. And this property will be listed for $339,900.
Okay.
That one, again, will not last long.
Well, again, that's a price point, too. You were talking about getting homes in the twos, but even homes in the lower threes are pretty scarce.
They really are, yeah. Even our $1 million properties, the ones we mentioned last week, they're already under contract. So, there is buyers at all levels of purchasing, looking for homes here. And so, you ready for this next one?
Let's hear it.
Okay, this one's good because the ink's not even dry.
Good.
I signed this one this morning. This is just a beautiful starter home, retirement home. It is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, one oversized 1-car garage. It's double deep, extra wide. So definitely, if you've got the tools or you like to have a shop or boat storage, you go down the left side of this house and it's got a covered RV or camper storage or for a boat in the rear, which is very nice. We get a lot of demand for that. This home was built in 1971. It's 1,116 square feet. And I'm really excited to say it is got updated kitchen and bathroom, and it is going on the market at $199,900.
Oh, great price point.
That is correct. I said $199,900. I mean, you can't pass that up.
And like you said, starter home, first-time home buyer, please call 941-621-8600. And what I find is also valuable sometimes is to ask those who are listening who are already settled. You've got your home. You're going to be in your home forever. That's fine, but I'll bet you know somebody who perhaps their kids or grandkids are looking for a starter home. Pass the word and call our friends at the Patterson Group.
That's right. And I've got Jason here from the Patterson Group yelling at me, flagging me down that I didn't give you an address. I don't know what I was thinking. So that home is at 1084 Archer Street in Port Charlotte.
Okay, perfect. And what's next?
Okay, do I still have a little time here?
You've got quite a bit of time. Actually, we are at 11:51, so you can just keep chugging along.
We're doing good.
Yes.
Okay, this is a great home as well. Out close to Sunny Breeze, Sunny Breeze Golf Course. It is 11442 Southwest Orange Avenue. That has an Arcadia address. Mm-hmm. And that home will be going on, or I'm sorry, she has already made that one live, so that is on our website. Uh-huh. And that is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,358 square feet, and has a double lot, so you have some space, some elbow room.
Love it.
And it is on the market for $225,000.
Okay. And again, with that one now going live, as you just said, so everybody knows, it's now available for the world to see. So clock is ticking against you. Don't drag your heels on that one.
That's exactly right. This is a property, I have mentioned it before. I just want to mention it again because the right buyer is going to miss it. I do have an offer coming in on this one today, but I wanted to put it out there again because we do not get enough of these properties. And when we do, we get a lot of interest. So 3-bedroom, 2-bath. This home is on acreage. This is cross fence. It has a barn set up for horses, stalls, tack room, wash pad. It is built in 1982. It's at 6421 Grove Boulevard, which is in the Ranchettes. And it is on the market for $500,000.
Okay.
So if you have horses, if you're interested in having horses, or want that space for the kids, this is a perfect property.
Are you finding demand for homes with property, or is it all waterfront? I want to be in a canal kind of thing these days.
It depends. All depend on the lifestyle and the interest. But yes, we've always had a strong demand for acreage property.
Okay.
Especially as every year it tends to be more and more.
Gotcha. Okay.
As things get built out, a lot of people that do love that space have the desire to get more land.
And the likelihood is those who are buying the waterfront property, which is becoming more and more scarce, of course, maybe after a few years, you want to have some elbow room. So there's an opportunity there as well. Got about 5 full minutes left, so let's get some more in.
All right, I've got one more, and then I want to get back to Bob because he's got some great events coming that we want to talk about.
Super.
So this home here, this is another Northport home. It is at 4967 Fairlane Drive, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage with a pool, tile flooring, 2,071 square feet. Again, built in 2003, which is awesome. Newer building codes, cheaper insurance, which is always great. And this home is going on the market at $369,000.
All right. And I heard something about upcoming events. That's another favorite part of this program, is we get to find out what's happening around. Sometimes I'm not as plugged in as I should be, so go right ahead.
That's right. What do you got, Bob?
All right. Well, we have a bunch of stuff going on, but for the second time, I'm just going to talk about a couple of things. One, on Wednesday, August 11th, we're having our 10th annual Business Expo at the Charlotte Harbor Event and Conference Center. It's always a great event. Again, it's our 10th year having it. It's always very successful. We already have 83 booths sold.
Wow.
We sell out at 107, and usually we turn away 10 to 15 every year. Yeah. So if there are any chamber members out there, you're interested, it's a great way to showcase your business. You'll see between about 1,000 and 1,500 people on that one day. So it's a whole lot more people you'll see on any other day.
What was that date again?
Wednesday, August 11th.
Okay, so they've still got time.
They still have time. There's plenty of time. We got about 20 some odd booths remaining. It's just a great way to showcase your business, and great business-to-business opportunities as well.
Fantastic.
Because we have a continental breakfast before the doors open, and we have a hottest business day in paradise after-hours party after the doors are closed.
You now have my attention.
So,
okay.
And I strongly suspect that this radio station usually are there broadcasting live during the day, so we'll see.
Yes, we're definitely there broadcasting, and we greatly appreciate that.
Absolutely.
So, great event. And the only other thing I cannot leave without talking about our premier program that the Charlotte County Chamber has, and that is our Leadership Charlotte program.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it is our premier program. We are going into our year 33 of having this program. It is probably one of the best programs that we have here in Charlotte County, bar none.
Give us a few details.
Here's some details. We picked 25 leaders out of Charlotte County. It's through an application process.
Okay.
Applications are out now on our website for, again, Leadership Charlotte class of 2022. 25 people are selected, and it starts in October, and the class graduates in June. Okay? So it's one day a month. You and your classmates get on a bus and goes visit everything about Charlotte County. So you learn about healthcare, education, arts and humanities. You learn about all the nonprofits. You learn about tourism. You learn about government. You learn about justice. So each day you go out and you learn all about what Charlotte County is all about. People have gone through this program who've lived here for 5 years, 20 years, 30 years, and you still learn something new about Charlotte County.
I love it.
Not only having that great education, but you will meet and get friendships that will last a lifetime.
Love it.
I was in the Leadership Charlotte class of 2015, and there's probably 7 or 8 people in my class that I would probably take a bullet for. That's how strong those friendships are. Our applications are on our website, charlottecountychamber.org, Leadership Charlotte class of 2022. It's a great program. I cannot highly recommend it highly recommend it enough to anybody who'd like to participate and take advantage of that. It's just fantastic. And anything I've talked about, feel free to give me a call at 941-627-2222. Email me, bwhite@charlottecountychamber.org. Send me a smoke signal. I'll be more than happy to talk to you about membership or anything else that we have going on.
Okay.
Whatever it takes.
Love it. And as always, we will put links on our site so we can get you to Bob one way or the other.
Most certainly. Let me give that phone number out again, 941-627-2222.
Correct.
All right.
Fantastic.
We've got less than a minute left, so let's wrap up with the contact information for the Patterson Group, because I just know there are going to be some follow-up questions on some of the listings or real estate questions today.
Absolutely. You can contact us at 941-621-8600, or as always, you can go to realestateexposed.com.
941-621-8600. You've been listening to Real Estate Exposed on News Radio WCCF, brought to you by the Patterson Group at Keller Williams, Peace River Partners. Matthew Patterson, Bob, it was delightful talking to you, and thanks for spending some time with us. And tell Scott, stop playing hooky.
Will do.
All right. And we'll be back next week at this time on WCCF.
So crucial to have, the correct marketing so your home stands out.
The various